Hi everyone. I've been involved in cryptocurrency and trading for a long time. And over the years, I've seen it all. Huge pumps when it feels like the market will never stop, and deep crashes when every entry turns into a source of stress. With time, you come to a simple realization. The winner isn't the one who knows some secret signal, but the one who can quickly read the market and make decisions in the moment. This is especially critical in scalping, where every delay costs you money. And this is where the main pain point arises. You open dozens of tabs with charts, check the RSI, EMA, resistance levels. You spend minutes on manual analysis, and by the time you're done, the move has already happened. In scalping, you don't have 10 minutes. Sometimes you don't even have a single minute. You only have a few seconds to make a decision. I know this pain all too well because I've been through it myself. And my team and I have discussed many times how to eliminate this routine, how to leave traders with only the essentials, without endless switching between charts. How can we make it so that at the very moment the market starts to overheat and is ready to fall, you have ready-made analytics at your fingertips? And that's how our tool SuperShort AI was born. We initially made it for ourselves because we understood that manual monitoring takes up too much time. But the result turned out to be so useful that we decided to share it with other traders as well. It's important to emphasize SuperShort AI is not signals and not ready-made trading advice. It doesn't tell you enter right now, and it doesn't promise 300% profit. It's an analytical tool. It works like a smart radar. It scans the market around the clock and only notifies you about situations where an asset shows signs of a potential decline. You don't have to ask it what's going on with Bitcoin or Ethereum. It will notice on its own when an asset is overheated, when the RSI has entered the overbought zone, when the price has hit a resistance level, and it will carefully send you a message via the Telegram bot. And here's the most interesting part. What's under the hood of SuperShort AI? It's a multi-level system of mathematical models and algorithms. In other words, it performs high-frequency analysis of hundreds of trading pairs every second using statistical methods, machine learning, and noise filtering. The entire architecture is optimized to provide minimal latency, a response in just 1 second. And most importantly, the system is constantly adapting, learning from historical data, while simultaneously taking current market changes into account to remain as accurate as possible. So what you have here is not just a notification bot, but a truly technological platform that brings together mathematics, algorithms, and adaptive analysis. Now imagine what this looks like in action. You receive a message, the asset pair, current price, RSI, EMA, the nearest resistance level, and a brief explanation of why this particular situation deserves attention. For example, the RSI is in the overbought zone, the price is testing resistance, the candle is above the EMA, and below there's a focus area where a downward reversal is likely. That's it. You have a ready snapshot of the situation. No noise, no fluff. In seconds, you understand that the asset might start to decline right now. And then the decision is entirely up to you. Enter the trade, wait for confirmation, or skip it. This is a key point. SuperShort AI doesn't replace the trader, it doesn't trade for you. It simply saves time and provides clarity. Let me give you an example. Here are literally today's notifications. Promptwistete. At precisely 1923, the automated bot sends a clear message indicating that a short position is starting at a price of 0.37. Here is a screenshot from the bot. Here, in fact, is a detailed screenshot of that particular market situation, and we can clearly see that we could have had an almost 5% short position there. That is indeed, on the minute chart, the price went significantly down, and thus the short trade absolutely justified itself. Or here's another one, DAI-USDT. Also, at precisely 1953, the price was observed to be 0.72. Let's look at the screenshot of the charts from that situation, and indeed, there was a short there for 4%. So that's how this bot works. It gives you a real-time market situation, and then we make the decision ourselves whether to enter it or not, taking all our strategies into account. That is exactly where the value lies. So, let's go over the main advantages once again. SuperShort. First, its speed. Analytics are generated and sent instantly. In scalping, minutes determine the outcome, but this tool reacts in seconds. Second, the focus is only on shorts. We don't spread ourselves thin or send unnecessary notifications. You only get situations involving a decline that can actually be played out. Third, time saving. You can focus on your own business while the market is still being monitored. Fourth, objectivity. These are not someone's guesses or emotional forecasts. These are concrete data, indicators, and levels that completely handle the analytics for you. And fifth, you always remain in control. SuperShort AI doesn't say you must enter. It shows you the situation, but you make the decision yourself as a trader. I call this tool a market radar. It works in the background and silently scans the market. If something interesting comes up, you'll be the first to know about it. If not, you have peace and quiet, no hundreds of notifications. Only what really matters. Of course, the market doesn't always behave perfectly. There are times when the overheating drags on or when a level doesn't play out. That's normal. No one here is saying that it hits the mark 100% of the time. That's exactly why SuperShort remains an analytical tool, not a magic predictor or a money button. It does its job, showing where there's a chance for a downward move, and after that, it's up to your experience, your strategy, your risk management. Ultimately, SuperShort AI solves 3 problems. It gives you back the time you used to spend on routine tasks, it preserves your focus so you don't burn out endlessly scrolling through endless charts, and it leaves you the right to make your own decisions, but faster and with more confidence. And I'm glad that my team and I were able to put this together into a real tool. It's not about promises of easy money, it's about real value for traders who trade fast and value every second. If this approach resonates with you, you'll find the link to SuperShort AI in the video description. You can also scan the QR code on the screen right now to access the bot. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the CryptoMind channel. Here, we talk about cryptocurrencies, trading, and technology in simple terms, and we showcase real solutions that help in your work. Subscribe, leave a like so you don't miss new episodes, and share your thoughts in the comments. And try SuperShort AI for yourself, connect it, see how your trading rhythm changes when you have a tool that works for you 24/7. And I am absolutely sure that you will genuinely feel a significant and noticeable difference in your overall well-being and daily routine within the very first week of consistently implementing these changes. I look forward to seeing you again next time. Goodbye for now.